Good day, everybody. This is Lone Eagle 112358. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate it so very much. Really do. So today we're going to take a look at the possibility of there being Atlantis ruins along the coast of New York State and New Jersey. I was watching a video from this gentleman's channel, Philipp. All right, it is called the Atlantis Ruins in New York. So it's something I could relate to big time. It caught my attention immediately as soon as I hit play. He started zooming in on these long beach fronts or sand bays, whatever you want to call them. But I knew right away what he was going to do because I'd seen the same thing last year. The difference is that I don't know what I'm looking at most of the times, but I know something's not right with it, you know? So that's why I make a lot of these videos to bounce it off you guys, and I get a lot of great comments and responses. So kudos to you guys and to Philip, by the way. So peace out to Philipp. I will leave a link to his channel and this particular video for you guys to take a look at. It's something we've come across already, but it's like a Mandela within a Mandela. Like, what are we looking at here? Come on, show us more. So a year and a half ago, we came across these long sandbars, okay, all along the coast of, the east coast of North America and in the Gulf of Mexico. Okay, so when you zoom in on these places, like this is Corpus Christi and we're near Houston, same kind of deal. These long pieces of thin, narrow land, usually mostly made of sand, protecting the mainland from the ocean, the waves, you know what I mean? So it makes sense. They're natural. I thought they were man-made for a bit, but they seem to be extending. Like, they weren't this diverse. They were not this far when we first came across them. These are new. So very interesting phenomenon happening. Like, look how smooth that is. Look how clean that is. You know what I mean? Considering the amount of hurricanes that happen and all the weather. But listen, I'm going to zoom in on this spot that gentleman did on his videos. I'm going to just add my 2 bits to this. My 2 copper. All right, so we're going to look down here. And it's too bad what Google Earth did. And we're going to switch to Google Maps in a moment. But when I first came across these long structures here, and these are to stop the water, the waves from crashing into the mainland so people could enjoy the beaches, right? So they could stop the erosion of the land. So they'll build these long structures protruding out into the water. I have one of these right by my house at a beach, all right? But the difference is, now look at this one. We're going to go to the one at my house in a moment. This one's very long. It goes right into the land. Look at that. Look at that. So, look at this one. Alright? And then we're going to go to my place. My beach. I live right beside this beach right here. And you guys probably have these at your house too, but they're basically to stop waves from crashing into land. And then you could see over here, there's a beach. People could enjoy the spot. I kayak off here all the time in the summer. But these are quarried rocks, okay? They come from not too far from here in Quebec. We have quarries all over the place around here. Look at the color of the rock. All right. Very interesting. We're going to come back to this place because there's pictures I want to show you, but they're not on here. They're on Google Maps now all of a sudden. So just wanted to show you these places on Google Earth. I do relate to them because I remember when we were covering these long beaches and sandbanks that I was like, man, we got to look into these more. There's probably more to it. And there is. So let's take a look. All right. So we're going to open up Google Maps. We're going to use that for a bit because that's what Philipp does on his video, and you get to see pictures. So here's Google Maps right here. We're going to zoom in onto New York, into that very same spot. Now all you have to do is go into one area and it shows you all the pictures that are available for that area. So this is very telling. This is awesome. Watch this. Boom. We're going to go right on here. Now look at the boulders used. Now, what I just showed you at the beach near my house is that all the boulders were white. These are all black and aged. Like, they've been here for a very long time. Not particularly in this manner. I would say this was done not too long ago. I don't know when, but these boulders, look at the markings on them. They got notches all over them, holes. They got these long, what else they got? Oh yeah, right here. See these long notches on the side? They're dark, eroded, aged. See these ones right here? They got the holes on the ends of these, even right here. Boom. So let's look at the notches though. Look at this. So you got notches on this side of the rock and then on this face of the rock right here on both faces. So I don't think those notches are a byproduct of cutting the boulders, because I don't see those notches on every single boulder. Like right here, look at this. See this boulder right here? Look how clean and cut that is, but there's no notches there. See that? So these, this can't be used for that. It looks like a ruler. Here, let's check these notches here. So one giant notch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 small notches and a giant one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 giant notch, and then yeah, so it's 7 and 7 inside. So what's going on? What are these boulders, man? You know what I mean? What are these boulders? Look, see, another notch on the side here, on the corner here. I have a feeling these notches, these holes here are used for like rebar or to put something in there to hold the rock in place. You know what I mean? Like these boulders were all stacked on top of each other, and then they would put a rebar through here or some kind of metal or maybe another stone. Look, there's more cuts there to hold the rock in place as they were on top of each other. You know what I mean? That would make a little bit more sense. I don't know though. Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, the notches are not on all the rocks that seem to be cut. In fact, this seems to be cut more precise than this one with the notches. And let's pretend they were used for cutting. Like the rock would have to crack perfectly right on each notch across all the notches. And that's just insane. That's not how it works, man. Alright, so I just wanted to show you guys that. Alright, it's a piece out of there. Now, if you just go all up and down the beach, you'll see all of these barriers there. Boom. Okay. Some have more rock boulders than others, but they're doing the job, right? They're stopping the waves from crashing into the mainland. Some are more predominant than others. Yeah, you see the other ones we couldn't just see, and here these are bigger ones, but look how dark they are. And I showed you the ones in Ottawa right by my house. Those are quarried, and the ones by my house were put there in the 40s, so they've been in the sun for that long, 60, 70, almost 80 years now, and they're still white, like they just came out of the quarry. So I'll give it that these were here maybe 100 years before Ottawa's, but they shouldn't be this aged. You know what I mean? They look aged. These look like Lord of the Rings boulders. You know what I mean? And what does man like to do with structures that have been burnt down or bombed and stuff? Like they'll use the brick again. They'll use the materials to rebuild. Or if they're trying to build up a castle or a structure or a city, then they just want to get rid of all evidence, then they'll do this. Maybe, So you can go all up and down the coast and find this. Alright. Type of structure underneath Long Island. Okay. You're not going to find that like all the way down to like Florida. They just don't do that. But here's something else I want to bring up with you guys before we continue. When has Northeast America been known for its beaches? You know what I mean? Like, think about it in our old world. Think about it for where we've come from. When I zoom in on these places, because I was checking these places out, and I was like, damn, yeah, there are those places, they are using the boulders for those. I don't get it, like, why? And then I noticed that, I was was like, oh, these are a lot of beaches here. East Atlantic Beach. I never heard of stuff like that. And I'm looking down, zooming in. I'm like, wow, there's people having a party. I'm like, this is a thing here. Like, I forgot that these are beaches. I'm like, I don't remember New York State, Long Island, or New Jersey being known for its beaches. Okay, that's a brand new thing to me. I'm zooming down on these spots, and like, I know some of them are bare, but a lot of them show a lot of activity of people just partying, which they should be. Why not? It's a beach. Like right here, look at this. But I'm like, nah, man, not Long Island. Not this long. These beaches are long. All right, so I just wanted to point that out. That, oh, look at this random spot. Like, this is a thing. This is amazing. Like, beaches are fun, right? So yeah. Wow, look at this. Holy, what is this? Gotta do a video on this. Anyway, I don't get sidetracked. I want to point this out that this rivals Miami and Brazil. Wow. Just wanted to point that out. So let's get back to the maps here. That was Google Earth. We're back on the maps. Actually, we could go back. We're going to go back to Google Earth, actually. But I wanted to stay consistent, show you that this is a thing in New York with these boulders. Where are they getting the material for this? Where's the material coming from to make all of these things, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna go back onto Google Earth now, because it's not just this. Okay, there's a whole bunch of stuff leading up to this weird phenomenon that we're seeing. So here we are. Last week I showed everybody the weird tracings on the land. Okay, so we have to take this into account. What are these canals? A lot of you came up with some really good answers that some of these, not all of them, are used for clams, clam digging, farming, you know. And I'm like, well, that makes sense, but it can't be everywhere. You know what I mean? There's a lot of these islands that are just inland. They're just bare, but they have all these markings, right? Look at that. All over, up and down, where you find these sandbars, you'll find that. And that's weird in itself, because we're talking about a history that got erased. That's what we're looking at here with all this information. And now we're seeing these boulders with weird markings on them being used in structures here along the coast and the beaches. Very weird. Okay? Those two anomalies in itself are weird. The sandbars are weird. The markings on all these open lands here are weird. You'll find, look at this. These look like neighborhoods. Like they're getting ready to lay down the roads and dig the foundations. That's what it looks like. I've been on lots of construction sites before the foundations are built, and they look like this. Not like on swamps, but the layout is familiar. So let's zoom out. Let's move on to the next part. This is incredible, guys. This is incredible. This video keeps getting better. Watch this. I'm zooming down here. And this is all Philipp, by the way. Everything I'm showing you is from Philipp. Okay? It's amazing. I'm adding a little bit more to it. Look at this island. All right. Yeah, we do have to go back onto Google Maps because they only show pictures there. So we'll do that first. This is Hoffman Island. Take a look at the pictures. All right, just this desolate island. It's got some old ruins, some old planks on there. You'd wonder why in a place that's so populated and rich with people in the harbor like this, that they would leave this type of island like this just laying to rot, right? But we can't move around in the picture. There's not much to show on here, right? But you can see that, again, there's a lot of boulders being used to create this island. So it is man-made to a point. All right, but Philipp pointed this out. Look at the north and south arrow, which is right here, and then look at the island. You know what I mean? It's perfect. You know what I mean? This island's running north and south for some reason. It's true north. Hoffman Island is true north, and what does that mean? I don't know. I really don't know. What's up, peeps? Do you guys know? Say what's up in the comment section down below. But good job, Philipp. I'm telling you, man, watch this video. Very telling. I'm trying to get more pictures down here. I want to get some more shots. Now, when I look at these boulders, I can't get a good view on them, but they look like normal boulders now. You know, they don't look like the ones that we just saw. These look actually like random boulders pulled out of the ocean. Again, I'm not getting a good look at them, but except for these close-up ones, you know what I mean? Like it's rigid. It's, you know, doesn't have the same shape. So there's that to say. We have to at least look at that part. Captain America. How do I get out of this? Anyway, that's very interesting. Now watch this. So you keep going up and down these beaches. Oh yeah, I have to go to Google Earth. Actually, no, it's right here. Sorry. So you'll see the same phenomenon. Sorry guys, it's just, this is all new to me. I just put this video, all these thumbnails together, and I'm just like, wow, what am I looking at? Look, the rock's different color here. Alright, so now in the video he's showing pictures of different types of rocks. Go watch the video, but something stood out big time. Okay, and it came on Longport, New Jersey, the Great Egg Harbor. Alright, so same kind of deal. We got all of these boulders being put in place to stop the waves. But look at this picture here. This is Longport, New Jersey, Great Egg Harbor Inlet. Look what's there. Okay, now don't know what to think about that, but that's a Roman or Greek pillar. I can't get that many shots on it. There's not much to go on. There should be more though. But this is up and down. This is on New Jersey. So why is that there? And I can't find the spot because Google Earth took away all the pictures. So I can't really pinpoint that spot. But why is that there? Amongst all of these old boulders that we're looking at, you know, in New Jersey, like these right here, with all the digits on there and all the the markings. And now we've got all of these barren lands with weird tracings on them that look like neighborhoods that are about to be constructed, like this right here. What are these? And then we have and just to add to all of that is that the history of the buildings being burnt down and just destroyed to erase history in America, what was really here before 1776, the mud flood, covering up buildings. Windows are halfway covered. They're building new doors in all these buildings because the doors are completely covered or halfway. But there's something familiar going on, or familiar, something suspicious. Sorry, I just got a text. Didn't mean to answer that, but we've got the Parthenon, right? We've got the Leaning Tower of Niles near Chicago. Okay. We've got a Senators hockey team whose logo is a Roman logo. Don't know why. We're seeing a lot of weird stuff pop up all over North America that's related to Rome. Right here, look at this. Wooden ship found beneath World Trade Center, built in the 18th century. You know what I mean? I remember them finding this ship because, again, I was heavy in, and I'm still, not anymore, but I was heavy into 9/11 and Ground Zero and the whole ordeal. And I remember when they came across this ship and they were digging out Ground Zero and they're like, yeah, we found this old ship. I'm like, what? Like, You dug out the bathtub. We're talking about digging in a bathtub. That bathtub was built. It was already cleared. Now you're clearing it again, but now there's a shipwreck in there. That's raising flags there already, but look at this 18th century ship. You know what I mean? The timeline is fitting with Earth reset. Why is this underground in New York on ground zero? You know what I mean? Incredible. I know there's a lot of history with New York. You know, I know there's so much history with New York City and New York State itself. But still, man, this is amazing. We're seeing a lot of things just come together. You know what I mean? To point in the same direction that, yeah, something happened. I'd say, and I'm still learning, so I don't know. I'm going to reach, though, between 1500 and 1800. Something happened. Look, there's this shot again. Longport, New Jersey. So, I don't want to make this video too long. It's already 20 minutes. I'm going to end it here because there's just way too much to go. I just wanted to show you guys the main parts with the boulders and how they're consistent with that type of structure all up and down the coast. I'm not arguing what they're for. I do agree, you know, they're all over the world. But again, when you destroy a building and you're trying to hide something, you've got to move those bricks. You got to do something with them. So they built these things. You know, you got to do something with them. They might have built other buildings. We're probably looking at churches maybe that were anything, whatever, foundations, buildings that we're using today. But you'll see them all up and down the coast. Wanted to show you guys that, and that they're on this long beach. All right, that's weird in itself. I showed you guys. Yeah, showed you guys that pillar. I'm trying to find that again. I didn't need that open. Boom, there it is. Just and the ship, the timeline of everything happening. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Again, I'll leave a link in the description to this gentleman's page and the video where I got this from. Please come watch this, then give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you guys think. There's lots, like I said, putting out lots of videos covering a lot of different things. It's not gonna just be Mandela anymore. I'm into this mud flood time era thing, 18th century. There's a lot happening, so stay tuned for that. But big shout out to Philip, thank you very much, sir, and big shout out to you guys. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna be coming back to this subject. It doesn't matter. So, ooh, sorry for the edit. I almost forgot. I wanted to show you guys this video here from the same gentleman, Philipp. I'm not going to play too much of it though, but please come watch it. The reason why I say are these the ruins of Atlantis, because in this video, and he does a great job, he's showing you pictures just across the world and in America of the same type of building being built. All right, the same structure, the same type of architecture all over the world. Okay, that was beautiful. I lost it. Look at those pillars. Wow. So, and he's saying this isn't just, you know, an isolated event. This is all over the world, these same things. So I'm like, all right, that is fishy. I wonder why that is. And now we're seeing the columns and all this type of same structure appear all over North America. You know? Very, very interesting fact. Just want to throw that out there, but that's the reason why I believe he named his title this, and the reason why I named my title that is because we're seeing a lot of fishy stuff. What is Atlantis? Was it a singular place on Earth, or was it a whole world, a wide world thing? You know what I mean? It's very tricky to think about that. But let me know what you think. I just wanted to add that in there, that a lot of these places. Ooh, that was interesting. Again, a lot of great photos in here. Check this video out. It's amazing. Very telling of a past that used to exist. All right, but anyway, I want to throw that in there, that these places look very, very similar to each other, all these buildings, and that's why we're suggesting maybe it might be Atlantis we're seeing. So thank you very much. I'll catch you on the next shift. Remember, love yourself, I love you, and love your neighbor. All right? Peace. Lone Eagle 1 1 2 3 5 8. Peace.